Hey everyone, this is Monkey Figure Reviews, and it's been 2 weeks since 2 weeks plus since I last uploaded my last video. That was because I was overseas, and now I'm back, and I'll be continuing making these figure reviews for you guys to help you guys out, to help the community. All right, and also I'd like to thank the subscribers that I've gotten over this past 2 weeks. I really thank you for all your supports, and yep. I really appreciate it. Okay, pardon my voice anyway, having a sore throat. So anyway, let's move on to introducing this figure. This figure itself, it's from the BANPRESTO figure Colosseum line. It's the SCultures Big Zoukeiou Special RORONOA ZORO. So for this figure, I didn't have the box. I actually got it just the figure itself, secondhand off someone. So I'll move straight to my reviews for the figure. What I'll do now is that I'm gonna I show you the figure already. I'm going to break it down to show you the little parts that it comes with, and then we piece them back together again to show you how it all comes together, just in case if anyone has the same figure and they have the similar problems. Alright, so let me pause the video. Alright, so right in front are the parts of the figure after deconstructing it. As you can see, it's quite a number, and let's run through them now. There are two parts here that actually belong to the sleeves. It's connected to the main body, and this is, if I'm not wrong, Shusui, Santai Kitetsu. There are sheaths. This is the sheathed Wado Ichimonji, the left leg and right leg, its upper torso, as you can see, its lower body, and a leg support. So let's just count. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 main body parts and 1 base support. So that's 11 pieces. Right, so let's try putting this together now. It might actually take some time. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to show you the hardest part of assembling this figure, and that is getting the sheaths and Wado Ichimonji into the side of Zoro's body. As you can see, this is the Wado Ichimonji, right? It's not really focusing yet, but this is the hole that the sheaths here are supposed to enter, and it is really loose. I'm not sure why, and I thought that maybe they could just make it in a piece instead of coming in 2 pieces. So what you have to do is that you see these 2 holes here. That is where these 2 packs are supposed to go into, and it's really difficult to try to get them in. It almost takes up like all my fingers, my available fingers, to try to push it in. And as you can see, it's tough because it just keeps on dropping out most of the time, the sheaths of the Shusui and Santai Kitetsu. But looks like for you viewers that are lucky this time around, you don't have to wait that long. I managed to push it in real tight. Yeah, and so this is how it's supposed to look like. Okay, so next I'll move on to the legs, and that's pretty straightforward. This is the left leg, and it goes in here. This is the right leg, goes in here. This one's easy. And let me adjust the camera a bit. And next we have basically the sleeves. As you can see, let me try to figure out which one goes where. I think this goes here. Hopefully I'm right. It's not going in. Or maybe it's this. No. Okay, right, it's in now. Got it in. And this sleeve is it's more troublesome, I guess. It's actually this way. It's right below the sheath, and I'm hoping that I do not disrupt the sheaths themselves, because we don't want it falling out. Okay, it's in. And alright, so we got a lower limb. The lower limbs are done. This is the base support. It's actually like grooves, as you can see, where you fit what do you call this, the ropes of Zoro into. And let me see if it's the right way. Yep, just like that. Okay, and it goes in pretty easily, but sometimes it doesn't really stay on. Alright, so this is the upper torso. Let's put it on just like that. That's really simple. And the shusui goes into the, let me put a Santai Kitetsu first. It goes into the left arm, the lower left arm. Be really careful with the swords, because they are always so fragile. Like, I'm so scared of like pushing it in now. Alright, I think that will do it. I don't really want to force it in anymore. And this is the shusui. Yeah, and there you have it. I managed to reconstruct the Zoro figure. So we can go on to looking at what are my thoughts on this figure itself. So let's take a look at the facial expression first. I'm not sure if you can really see, but basically Zoro has his bandana on and he looks absolutely badass. From this angle, you can only really see his right eye. His left eye is definitely closed shut. Let me try to lift it up a bit. Yeah, but you can't really see it. So I think he looks really badass and fierce right here, ready to tear down any opponents. And actually, in this stance and form, I'll give you a 360 degrees look. It's just absolutely wonderful. Just take a look. It's basically using his Nitoryu, his two sword style fighting technique, and you could see the design of this stance is absolutely badass, and you gotta give credit to the designer for this one. It looks absolutely amazing. So now we look at his basically his torsos. As you can see, there's kind of a bit of a weird shading going on with the gray charcoal shading. I'm not really a big fan of that. I think it looks kind of weird. Not sure why they do that, but I think that's only probably one of the main gripes I have about this figure. Other than that, you can see his body, it's well defined. The sculpts, the scars are all well painted, well designed. And even the swords, compared to the previous SCultures Zoro that I reviewed, this is a huge improvement. Alright, and just looking at its ropes, the creases, the contours, the shadings, they're really very detailed. Even on his boots, his sashes, I think it just really had a very realistic kind of folding to the ropes itself, and that's really impressive. And even this red color sash that's flowing high up in the air, it's amazing. So another thing that I want to talk about is definitely the base. They didn't use the traditional circular or oval shape base that they always use in SCultures figures. So that's another plus point for me. And I just want to say that this is one of those figures that you definitely must get if you're a huge Zoro fan. I think it's pretty old, so I'm not quite sure if you can still easily and readily find it nowadays. Yeah, but it's impressive, really. Really impressive. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring out some of my other figures so we can do a height comparison. Let me pause the video. Okay, so let's take a look at the height of Zoro first with my ruler. It's about 6.5 inches tall, around 16.5 cm. So I would say that's a pretty tall figure for SCultures, for the SCultures line. And you can see he's definitely about almost an inch taller than Gear 4 Luffy, and about two-thirds the height of Robin. I mean, of course, because it's definitely bending down a little. But when I look at these two figures, the Portrait Pirates Robin, Flimsy Robin, and this Zoro, they really do look of similar scale in terms of the size and everything. Okay, so yeah, but I think this figure itself is excellent. You just may, if you have this figure, it looks great alone, display on its own, or you can display them with your other Zoro figures if they have, because it is an excellent addition to your collection. Okay, so that's all I have today, and once again, thank you for your support. If you do like this video, please subscribe and comments on the video itself if you have any questions. So thank you and see you again.